I'm Jade. I head up the Risk Control Division at Quality Care Group. So establishing the correct building sum insured has always been vital, but particularly now there are lots of influences that are coming into effect that we'd really like you to consider. So the first is that building materials have skyrocketed over the last few months, the cost of building materials that is, and the cost of labour. Many influences have affected the supply and demand, particularly Brexit, the pandemic, and the weather. It's also storm season coming up, so that's obviously going to be a big claims risk to you. Potentially you could have a claim that's potentially not paid in full if you don't have the right figure on your policy. We've also got a continuation of inflation of building insurance premiums. So buildings insurance premiums are on the rise, and this is going to continue over the next few months. And like staff shortages in the care sector, there's a major shortfall of builders. This is anticipated to continue in the next 4 to 5 years. So all of these influences are going to essentially drive up the cost of reinstating a commercial premises, meaning the likelihood is that you may be underinsured for your property. So turning to the numbers, there's estimates that about 3/4 of all properties in the UK are currently underinsured. Turning to our own client base, we know that about 4 out of 5 clients have not regularly reviewed their building sum insured. Out of all the reinstatement surveys we've had carried out for our clients, around 160, worryingly 95% of these have come back with underinsurance implications. If you own a commercial property, I'd strongly advise that you obtain a reinstatement survey by a chartered surveyor that has been done in the last 3 years to ensure you have the right reinstatement sum insured on your insurance policy. Also to remember not to focus on the sale value or the sale price of the building, because this doesn't have any relevance to the reinstatement figure. There's lots of other influences that go into the reinstatement figure, such as debris removal, architect costs, site clearance, to name a few. I'd also strongly recommend, if you've had a lender valuation for borrowing or finance, to review that in connection with a reinstatement survey. The lender valuations usually fluctuate the cost of reinstatement and may not be accurate. The consequences of underinsurance essentially mean that you won't receive your full claims payment when making a claim to your insurer. That's if underinsurance is found. Insurers apply a condition known as average, which means they reduce the claim settlement proportionally by your amount of underinsurance, and that can be quite significant, particularly if you have quite a large building. So you may find that you're self-insuring for quite a large portion of that claim. Do you have the funds readily available for those additional repairs that insurers won't pay for? And essentially, could you continue trading if your building's not able to be repaired? It's also important to remember that it's not just a total loss claim that average can be applied to, it's all types of claims.